Tyler, guess what time it is? It's time for the Grift Report. Our new segment,
Sweet.
The Grift Report. So if you're wondering what the Grift Report is, it's a new segment that we're doing.
It's fucking clown shoes is what it is.
These people are. So if you've seen our YouTube channel, you've seen that, and on this show itself, we've done a couple segments where we've talked about
the music. I'm sorry.
these people who are shitty people. Any way you slice it, if you look at it, they are grifters, which I feel like some of them are. I feel like
They absolutely are.
the guys that we're talking about today, I don't necessarily think they are grifters, but either way, if you're grifting and you're lying, you're still making money off being a shitbag.
We talked about this out there.
And spreading hate.
Yes.
And look, it'd be different if they were legitimate criticisms. If there were legitimate criticisms, that would be something else.
But these are all born out of misogyny and bigotry
Yes.
and honestly just being a shitty human being. And we talked about this off the air. You can't have it both ways. Because I've heard some of these fuckers say like, oh, well, that's an act. I do that as an act, right? Isn't that what Alex Jones tried to say to get out of... Not that I'm comparing any of you fuckers to Alex Jones.
No, you should, because they've had him on their
podcast.
podcast.
Really?
Before,
well, fuck you guys. Anyway, but we talked about Alex Jones trying to say when he was in deep shit for the false flag stuff with the school shooting, and he's still getting fucked, by the way. Check it out on Google. It's awesome. Because he just digs his own hole. But he tried to say that that was an act, that was not him. His wife came on the stand and said, no, he's actually a piece of shit. And that's the thing about these guys. I've heard some of these guys, I can't say which ones, but I know some of them try to use the whole it's an act to explain away how they're not really reprehensible and awful human beings. However, if you are a decent human being who is willing to sell your soul at the expense of the human community on the altar of almighty green dollar, then you are a reprehensible human being no matter how you act off air because you're willing to do it on the air. Or you are actually a shithead and this is actually what you believe, which means you're a reprehensible human being.
All right. Anyway, so let's
why can't you let the audience say all right?
Because we got a lot to talk about.
3 seconds. It's like hanging.
3 seconds? Are you kidding me?
That was the
Mr.
3
Ranty
seconds.
McRamble over here is telling me that was 3 seconds.
You started stepping on me 3 seconds before I was done is what I'm saying. This happened to me last week at the state fair. God damn it. I'm 3 seconds away from finishing the fucking story. Not you, but I'm 3 seconds away from finishing the fucking story. And can you not talk while we're off the air so that we can actually figure out what we're going to do next segment?
All right, so
you know what?
In today's Grift Report, we're obviously still talking about She-Hulk and the response it's gotten. I want to prove a point because we've got some real heavy hitters.
Whenever Tyler's freaking out about notwithstanding, we're talking about something here.
We got Heel versus Babyface. Good white people in the Batman Canal, RK Outpost, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Now, before we get started, I want to prove a point. I went to Ryan's channel, particularly RK Outpost. And I just typed in She-Hulk on the channel to search.
Wow.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Didn't it just come out on Thursday?
10. Hold on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 in the past 2 years. Well, two years. Past 2 months, there's been 14 episodes, and I'm not even looking farther back to like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. But 15 videos in the last 2 weeks.
It sounds like Ryan has a similar story to me about coming of age, but he doesn't want to admit it.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Because he had 1 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and 1 yesterday. Probably will have one recording on Saturday. Probably have one up on Sunday.
He's probably live right now.
He's consistently posting about her, and it's funny because this clip that I have of him is when you hear the clip, you'll laugh even harder because nobody seems to give a bigger of a fuck about this show than him, who's dedicated this much to just. And some of the thumbnails aren't even changed, and it's all the same shit. Men bad. That's all they got. So here we've got 4 clips. Now the first clip, heel versus babyface. Is
Wait, 4 just from him or 4 total?
4 in total.
Okay.
2 from heel versus babyface, 1 from our Capos, 1 from Geeks and Gamers.
Okay.
So first one from heel versus babyface. He is mad.
Heel versus babyface?
Yes, it's a wrestling reference.
Okay.
Because the bad guy's the heel, babyface is the good guy.
Gotcha.
That's
a long stretch for you guys. I don't know why. Okay.
Man, we could do a whole special episode trying to explain wrestling terminology to you, because
no,
it's weird.
the
outside, it's weird.
I'm saying, why are they talking about comic books?
I don't know.
Okay.
Excuse me.
At least we use panel in our title.
Anyway, he's pissed because the first clip is also like the second scene of the show in the car. She talks about Captain America's virginity. Heel versus babyface was upset about this.
Why? Okay.
Because he was virginity shaming him. She was shaming him.
And Jennifer Walters is virgin shaming Captain America because nothing says current MCU than trying in some way to dismantle, to diminish, to embarrass the people who actually have allowed these shows to be made. But this is another example of why the MCU phase bore has been an unmitigated failure, because all it's done is set up obnoxious cow after obnoxious cow after obnoxious cow at the expense of the people whose shows it should be.
What a fuck.
In the case of Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, to try and elevate them above their male counterparts who actually for 10 years ran the show
sorry, it's a little long. It's under
pretty
a minute.
Amazingly, to be perfectly honest with you, by dragging them down to their level of patheticness.
So he bitches and moans because all of these characters have female leads in them. Not even necessarily leads. In the case of Moon Knight, she's a co-lead, I guess.
Right,
and
also,
and these are the same people that bitched and moaned about Hawkeye being a bait and switch and it being about Kate Bishop when it was always about her. It was always about Clint giving up being Hawkeye because he's a normal dude. And a normal dude who does that for 12 years
up until the Hawkeye
is going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, you were saying...
Oh, up until the Hawkeye series, you fucking hated Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye anyway. Shut the fuck up. No, what I was saying is that, way to just... Dude, I mean, I was happy to let that one play out because, man, that guy's just hanging himself. He's literally outing himself as a misogynistic piece of shit.
This motherfucker...
Obnoxious cow?
Listen to this. This motherfucker did...
You know how hard these ladies work out to be in these movies? Because they're not cows.
When Prey came out, some dude tweeted, "I'm so sick of this bullshit, fake criticism. Woman is woke." You know, pretty much calling all these guys out, saying like anything that's minorities or women, it's
you
woke
have a problem
and stupid,
with,
whatever. This stupid motherfucker did a 25-minute video, claiming he had receipts, and what he was doing, and they all love to revert to this, is the not so gay agenda from Disney. They said it. They're putting gay shit in the movies and stuff. Yeah, so they can open up a doorway of a conversation between a parent and a kid if they're in a straight couple, to be like, yes, there are sometimes that there's families where there's a mommy and a mommy, and that's just the way it is. There are people in this world that we call gay that happen to be of the same gender or same. Whatever the case may be, like it's just a simple thing.
This is teaching kids how to be respectful to other human
it's
beings and be
say,
good human beings.
This is a normal thing you see in every day. So that's what I mean. These guys try to pull receipts like that, and like,
isn't that weird how these guys are really concerned about kids?
They also were talking about the CGI of She-Hulk, and listen, this is beautiful.
We had a criticism too.
No, it's not even that.
Oh,
the question that they pull from was directed at the criticism that she wasn't bulky. Like she wasn't a little bit bigger, like muscular wise.
She does look...
Listen!
Okay.
And then... Because I know you immediately want to defend the show, and I'm trying to get to the part of what I'm saying.
Okay.
And the creators said that is just the problem with her being bulky, or we looked at more of Olympian athletes in that design. She said that's the problem with the having people having ownership over females' bodies, that's what she was saying. But then they say, well, she says if you criticize the CGI, you're misogynistic and you're sexist. She didn't say that. She never said that. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off because I just
No, I was saying that like she does when she gets bigger, when she becomes She-Hulk, she does become noticeably like more like bigger in the arms, you know, like as far as muscular.
She looks athletic. She doesn't. She's not a big.
I'm sure that Tatiana Maslany probably worked her ass off just like every other one in those men and women, you fuckers. And when she probably is doing, I'm willing to bet the mocap suit is probably skin tight, like when we saw Josh Brolin and all those. So they probably just enhanced the musculature she already had from working out for the show.
Yeah.
And just kind of made it a little more,
so
like an Olympic, like FloJo, that runner. Yeah. That Olympic runner.
I think it's smart to have her have a more athletic build. I think it makes sense.
That's the way she is in the comics, guys.
And I'm saying she made a lot of dudes thirsty.
It's not comic accurate. Also, my accent is fake. I live in Ohio.
Next clip. Jesus. So before the show came out,
he does. He lives in fucking Ohio.
No, he doesn't. He lives in England.
I'd like to see receipts, motherfucker.
What, bitch? You don't buy my
I'd
accent.
like to see the receipt for your last month's rent, you fucking wanker.
So here's clip number 2. Leading up to the show, there was a marketing campaign where there's a She-Hulk profile on Tinder. And if you swipe right, then it's an ad for the show being like, this isn't real, but you could have a date, come and watch it with it, It has a link to get Disney Plus.
You know, my dumbass would have swiped
Heel
right.
versus Babyface did not find that as silly marketing and was upset by it.
The reason why they
he thought he was going to
the
get
Tinder profile up is because She-Hulk's going to be a whore in the show.
Wow.
And she's going to use Tinder to try and find dudes
fucking
to bang.
kidding me?
Hold on. He does say that's a bit harsh. I did cut that part out. I did some editing to this to make it under a minute.
No, dude, no, you said it. It doesn't matter if you thought it was a bit harsh. Go ahead.
Then they create a fake Tinder profile as advertising because in the show she's going to use some sort of swipe left, swipe right app to match with dudes. And then we're going to get the comedy. Oh my God. Think of the fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Of her going out on dates. And then we've already seen in the trailer.
You clearly haven't had one in a long
That
time.
Yeah, Jesus
incredibly
Christ.
funny bit where the guy goes, "Hey, do you want to split
this
some
part kills me.
fries?" And
Listen
she's
to how
like,
vindictive
"To
this fucker
go?" Oh my God. I fucking pissed out of my ass laughing.
And then he
You
stared.
don't even have good like swearing.
Dude.
You don't even know how to swear,
Listen.
you fucking child.
Listen to me.
He clearly has shitty times on Tinder. You can tell that right away, dude. You get swept left on a lot, you fucking idiot.
Well, the man looks like a potato.
Well, fuck you, dude.
I'm sorry. We shouldn't make fun of people's looks.
You know what? He is. Fuck him.
No, he gets to be called a potato.
Fuck him. Yeah,
because he
fuck
called
him.
her a cow. So
And a
fuck
whore.
him.
And a whore.
Yeah.
Because God forbid a woman is a sexual being and not owned by a man. God for fucking bid.
And
dude.
it's comic accurate. Because there's a panel in Dan Slott's run where she has had sex with Tony Stark
and
says,
Juggernaut,
and
not the same time, but another time.
and she says, "Why is it cool when you do it and you're a player? I do it. I'm a skank." So that character has always had to deal with the fact that she's sexually active, and the show is going to deal with the fact that people want to fuck She-Hulk because she's hot.
Yes. And also, you know what? Here's the other thing that is also
She's a whore because
here's
she's sexually active.
right. What the fuck, dude? How fucking 13th century are you, dude?
Oh, I forgot to
What
mention.
the?
I forgot to mention in that 25-minute video of him bitching about some dude.
Dude, when he
tweeting.
freaked out, like I was.
It was like that level at the end of the video when he's talking about because they really love to rag on Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Yeah, well, who cares?
And they
about
said that we want the show to reflect the world that surrounds you. He pulled up a statistic of England being like 87% white or something like that. He's like, this is what it is here. This is what it is. And it's like, oh, you want more white people in the show because
You're outing yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're not that smart. You're not nearly as smart as
I
you think.
think I'm smart because I'm British.
Also, I think people pee out of their assholes for some reason. Sorry.
Oh, well, he laughed so hard.
I
he
peed out of
his
my
ass.
arsehole.
No, then after he said that, he stared into the camera for like 15 seconds. Like, and then again, that moment.
As if to make the point that he's being sarcastic.
Right.
Because we couldn't tell.
And then he goes, no, the video's not broken. I just stared 1,000 miles into the camera. And it's like, bro, you're not cool at all. You are not cool. You are a middle-aged man.
Yeah,
Bitching and moaning about a Tinder profile.
What's his name?
HeelvsBabyface. Or Az is his name.
Okay, Az, I'm going to go ahead and make this real fucking easy for you, you jackass incel fuck.
Jeez.
No, fuck this guy, dude.
No, I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Get him. I'm hyping you up.
Hyena, yeah. Okay.
Hyena.
No, but here's the thing. Let's think about this.
We still got 2 clips.
Az doesn't get a lot of dates. I know, but Az doesn't get a lot of dates, and we know this. We know this from how he acts, and he's outing himself as a fucking incel piece of shit.
Think of the comedy.
Oh my god. But here's the thing, Az, if you suddenly got superpowers and were like 6'8" all of a sudden and really good looking and green and muscular and shit, you would do the same fucking thing, asshole.
Jesus.
Sorry, did I
Don't
get you?
do what he did.
I'm sorry.
The
But
comedy.
you would, dude. You would do the same fucking thing.
You're popping.
Same thing.
Same thing.
He would. And he's and the fact that he's not willing to put himself in that situation, even though it's a comic book and everything, the fact that he's not willing to look at it from just because it's a female feeling that way, by no means does that mean she's a whore. Jesus Christ, guys.
So we saw the Comic-Con trailer.
Why don't we want more women to have sex? God.
Because they're not having sex with me.
Well, that's not their fault.
So
I don't get laid
Tyler,
ever, but I'm
Tyler,
glad women are sexually active.
Tyler,
Jesus.
this is a beautiful coincidence.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. You're wearing a Daredevil shirt.
Ooh, I am.
We're going to talk about Daredevil.
Sweet.
Because Daredevil is in She-Hulk. We don't know when he's going to show up, but he is. The writer said it's going to be a lighter tone for Daredevil than you're used to seeing the Netflix show, and that pissed off Ryan. Not enough good white people in the Batman canal.
Cool.
Literally, nobody fucking wants that, you idiots. Why do you think people are excited to see Daredevil? Because of the Netflix Daredevil. That's the Daredevil they want to see. They don't want you to bring him into this series so he can be a completely different person. But we all knew this is what would happen in the MCU.
We knew
They're
it.
using this character and his reveal, his
MCU?
in-costume reveal, in a show no one cares about to get people excited about a show that no one cares about. Then they're going to cuck him. They're going to do the exact same thing when he has his own series. We all knew this would happen. And now the head writer for She-Hulk has confirmed.
Also, again, nobody cares, but Ryan has more videos than anybody else out there talking about She-Hulk.
Right.
Exactly that. She-Hulk can't just be a disaster on its own. It also has to destroy other characters like Daredevil.
Calm the fuck
in the
down, dude.
This
Jesus.
is the new Marvel formula.
This is it. This is the new Marvel.
At least the other guy was like, the MCU phase boy.
I'm British.
I have writers.
I know that my joke is that he's British, but like,
Dude, because your accent is laughable. Even if you are British, your accent
it's
is laughable.
because he brings that smugness that British people
fuck
have.
off,
You know
dude.
what?
Nobody likes you.
Fuck 'em. We beat him in 1776. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck you, motherfuckers. Why don't you eat my Revolutionary War ass, motherfucker?
Jesus, you're bopping so
I'm
hard.
sorry. What am I doing wrong?
Screaming? I love you, buddy.
No, I think it's because I'm used to the mics of the station, and they're more, and you have to get close to those. You know what I mean?
You gotta suck them.
You kind of do.
All right, so fourth, last.
Oh, no, wait, I wanted to say something about this guy.
Ryan
how
Cannell?
you and I talked about this off the air. Let's go ahead and talk about
the
couple
George
of,
Floyd joke?
Let's talk about the Daredevil moments in the Netflix series that were humorous. You fucking cum
just
stain.
Real quick, Ryan Cannell is a real piece of shit
Did I call him a
because
cum stain? I did.
he was at Universal Studios standing in front of a Jeremiah Springfield statue where Jeremiah is knelt over the I can't remember what animal it is.
It's an animal.
But he goes, look, it's a Derek Chauvin George Floyd memorial, everybody. Said that on a live stream. But they deleted it because even they know how stupid it is. So if you ever think about feeling any remorse, these people are reprehensible.
Yeah, they are like this
And
off
it's
the
not
air.
even their fucking politics.
And if they aren't like this off the air, then fuck them for being like this ever. Honestly.
It's not just because of their politics. It's because of the hate they spew. And
you're just you're just making the world a worse place. You're not helping anybody. That's for damn
because
sure, dude.
Because
you're not. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like I want to like when people talk about this stuff, they shouldn't have a need of these guys talk about making everything political, and everything politics is downstream from culture. That cliche phrase, right?
Yeah.
But they make it more political than it is most of the time.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they have to inject their own narratives. Like when you default to any movie that has a person of color or a woman in the lead, it's woke. Then you've eliminated so many movies.
And plus, dude,
or if you have any pro-female or pro-people of color agenda,
let's talk
you're
about
woke.
let's talk about the never woke folks, because we want to tell you something. You're not critical thinkers, because otherwise you wouldn't be never woke. But what you're admitting is that there are aspects and powers that be in our society that want us to stay quiet and asleep, and not aware of what the power that we have as a people. You're admitting that, and you're also admitting that you don't want to wake up, that you're just fine being you're also admitting that you're a sheep.
And
because you're willing to stay asleep, right?
Here's the thing. Also, they have the phrase "get woke, go broke." Dumbest fucking phrase on the internet, because it's not true.
No, actually,
because
right
all of
now,
these companies go woke because that's where the money is.
fucking virtue signaling, dog. Oh man, if I had a big old company, what's Gay Pride Month? Is it May?
Yes, it's
June.
The MCU doesn't make money, even though every movie they make at least breaks even every time.
Oh, dude, if I was a shitty fucking CEO of a company, every June, every goddamn product we put out has a goddamn fucking rainbow flag on it.
Geeks and Gamers released his
Right?
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers released his take.
This fantastic shit for brains.
Yeah, on She-Hulk. I'm just going to pull up the video itself because it is just unbelievable title.
There was nothing humorous ever in the Netflix Daredevil series. All 3 seasons completely serious every moment.
Yeah, because there's a scene when they first meet Karen when he rolls up, Matt Murdock rolls up his sleeve to check his watch, and
he can't see his watch.
He can't see his watch. He's blind, obviously. I'm sorry. There's an ad playing. I'm trying to.
It's fine.
Shut it off. Okay, so the title of this where I got this clip, this video, is She-Hulk Episode 1. Men are bad. Women are the bestest. MCU goes full Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, God.
Motherfucker pulled out Ghostbusters 2016.
Why? That was a shitty movie because it was a shitty movie. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was women instead of men.
So with that,
it was a shitty movie.
With that amazing title, you have to.
It just wasn't good.
You just have to listen to his take.
This is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, a political propaganda machine. This isn't just for Marvel, though. This
not
is
just
every
Marvel.
You're not
aspect of entertainment that has a pre-existing fan base. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, anything that has a pre-existing fan base, they're going to go after. They're going to target that because they have to have.
They're trying to get a new fan base.
We better get some guns.
So it's about hijacking a pre-existing fan base. It's about telling that fan base when they criticize it that they're just a bunch of angry, sexist, and racist men who need to get out of their basement who hate women. We're seeing the narrative so many times, but She-Hulk is a glaring example of man-hating feminist agendas pushed into comic book universe films and shows.
Yes.
So wait a second. So he spent all this time talking about how he's not... And because they're hijacking this stuff to make him feel bad for being a normal guy.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and totally fucking unveils his "I'm a misogynistic bigot" card by saying that this is a man-hating.
Yeah.
Dude, do you listen to yourself?
They don't.
Because you're a fucking moron, dude. I mean, you literally just outed yourself.
Yeah.
This is what they do,
They
apparently.
don't realize that they go mask off.
And the fuckfaces who watch them all the time. By the way,
Yeah.
I do want to address what we talked about earlier, because we are going to get this.
What?
Is this the sea chasing?
The clout chasing?
Yeah, we are going to get something from somebody about this crap, because we're talking about
I don't
these
care.
guys. No, but I want to address it because
I don't make money
you
off this
fucking douchebags. A, we don't make money.
No,
and
this
even
is
if
something
we did
do
make
on the side.
And yeah, even if we made money, we wouldn't change it to fucking
No.
get more clicks. And you pieces of shit hacked so many fucking algorithms on YouTube and shit that we have no choice but to talk about you fuckers. We want to, because we want to take you down. You're reprehensible human beings. But we have no choice but to fucking talk about you guys just so we can get seen.
Because the Discord... Because
if we didn't have to talk about these guys, would we?
No.
Hell no. You guys suck.
The algorithm...
You're children.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's hear that.
And add on my soundboard.
That's fucking great.
Confidence. I don't know what that was. But that has been the Grift Report. for this week.
Wee.
I'm sure I'm gonna try and see if these guys can make something outside of She-Hulk content.
Right? Because we're already done talking about She-Hulk. You guys got to move on
from
so
now,
we can make
from
fun
now
of
on,
you
the
now.
only time we're talking about that show is talking about the show itself.
Right.
I'm not concerned with that.
Now we might have to wait a couple weeks for another Grifter report because you guys are just hung up on She-Hulk.
Well, we could really go into the fucking what do you want to go down the rabbit hole of? Them always bitching about Star Wars, or them always bitching about Lord of the Rings, or them always bitching about DC, or them always bitching because it's always something. They're not. This is the thing. You can call them grifters. You can call them anti-SJWs.
Sure.
There's a YouTube channel.
Dick faces.
There's a YouTube channel I like called Actual Fandom. He calls them anti-fans. That's what they are. They're anti-fan. They don't care what it is. They pretend to like it, and then, or maybe they did like it, but now they're like, I gotta turn a profit. A guy that we will talk about at some point, Nerdrotic. Who we'll I'll have to get you a clip of him at some point. But we've talked about him. If you go, there's another YouTube video I was watching called Organized Chaos where he kind of talks about these guys. He compared his Thor Ragnarok review versus his Thor Love and Thunder review. And if you go back and watch the Thor Ragnarok review, it's a very excited conversation, normal conversation, and then you go to Love and Thunder and it's this right-wing bullshit. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I say this because
his pocketbook got bigger in those 2 years.
Yeah.
3 years, whatever.
These guys are unabashedly Trump supporters. They're unabashedly right-wingers. And they're on its face, I don't really fucking care about that. But when they are on their channels promoting Don't Say Gay fucking Ron DeSantis and putting on Alex Jones on their shows, then it's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to talk about it. And
then you're actively trying then you're actively trying to destroy the human race.
Exactly.
You literally are. You're trying to start,
and
you're trying to foment chaos. Fuck Antifa, which you don't even know what that means anyway.
You know what they're not?
It's you.
You know what they're not? You know what they're not?
Tiki Watiti.
They're not Tiki Watiti.
They'll never be Tiki Watiti.
All right, going from